everybody, Average Gamer here, and today we're going to be looking at Bosch, this guy right here, the Crab 27R, the Resistance variant of the new mech that came out, the Crab, last Tuesday. Sorry for the delay of these reviews and all that stuff, but, yeah, life's a wonderful thing. So with that in mind, we're going to be talking about all the wonderful little things about this guy. So the first thing we're going to talk about is what he comes with out of the box. So obviously, 50-ton mech, as you can see down here. It comes with a standard 250 engine, max engine rating of 325, which we can show when we bring up the engines up here. Boom, 325. Wow, I'm like 3 million short of the best engine. Torso movement, so the movement from left to right on this puppy. We'll bring it to column here. So the guy, him looking left to right, torso movement is 115 degrees to the left and to the right. Up and down, it's 25 degrees. Arm movement's 30 to either side, and 30 up and down. It originally comes with 332 fibrous armor, regular internals, regular heat sinks, no missiles, so you don't have to worry about the missiles guidance. But out of the box, armament-wise, it comes with this: 2 large lasers, and 1 medium and 1 small. Each large laser is in the torso. It's got 6 heat sinks, 1 in the right, 1 in each of the torsos here, and then total of 4 heat sinks, 1 in each feet. Overall, the points for this guy: it's 1 energy on the right arm, 1 energy in the left arm, 1 energy in the head, and 2 in the center torso. 1 AMS on the left shoulder, and 1 AMS on the right shoulder. Overall, the quirks for this puppy are, and the ones that are important, first off, 30% C-bill bonus, obviously. AMS range is plus 7.5%. AMS fire rate is plus 5%. Medium laser range and energy range are both increased by 7.5%. So overall, 15% range increase if you run medium lasers. So right now, this is the build that it obviously comes with out of the box. What I want to do is upgrade it to double heat sinks and load it up actually with medium lasers. Make a guy that's up close kind of dangerous. So we're going to throw a medium laser in there, medium there, medium there, and a medium there. So we got our total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 medium lasers. Now, yeah, it's not the greatest when it comes to firepower. It's got a 25 alpha, which you can see down here. But with the range increase of 15%, we can actually hit people pretty fucking far. So that's pretty good. Now, it doesn't show the actual upgraded range when you click on here. Right now, it's 375, but with the 15% increase, we're looking at about 600 meters, give or take. So we're well around here, right? Well, we're looking at a good about 600 meters or so for us, hitting people, which is pretty good in my eyes, especially when people aren't expecting it. So now we're going to go into the equipment real quick. We're going to throw on some double heat sinks, because if you look, we have tons of space here now. Boost to 44, 45. If you look at our heat, it's at it's now at 1.56 at 46.5 tons. The only thing that's now our problem is our slots. So one thing I might do is drop this one out, and that gives us still 5 tons. If we go to weapons and we bring out, I think I have 1 AMS, yeah. Throw an AMS there, throw another one there. Let's throw on some AMS ammo, shall we? We'll throw 3 tons of AMS ammo. And you know what? That's actually 2,000 rounds. You know, let's do 4,000 rounds for the AMS. That should be good. And then what we'll do, because we're sitting at 84.5 tons, we're actually going to max the tonnage out on our torso here. Arms are good. Let's increase the armor here, and the armor here. Drop that down to, and increase that by 2, because we want to do a lot of face time with this guy. So overall, I found that this one, with all the different builds I've done on Smarty, is the best build. Now, I'm not going to hit save or anything like that. I'm just going to hit reset for the moment. Yes. So, right now, these are the ideas I've come up with. The other one is keeping this as is, but dropping this small laser and dropping a heatsink and putting another medium laser in the middle. Doesn't do much. One thing I have found with these guys, all four of them, I'll mention in every video, is the heat efficiency of these guys. The heat efficiency of these crabs, it can be a bit of a problem long term in a fight, I've noticed. The build I just showed you has no problem with heat, but it doesn't have the firepower like some of them do. So it's kind of a handoff. Either kind of put yourself in a position where you're a medium mech with medium range, or a medium mech with long range, or a mixture of the two, but somewhere along the lines you're going to have to only carry 2 weapons if it's long range, like these large lasers here. I've noticed that there's always a heat problem. Heat right now is 1.1 if we just run these large lasers, but at the same time, or if we dropped, say, these two as well, it would go up to, I think it's 1.4 or something like that. Drop you, yeah, 1.3. And we have about 2.5 tons to play with. So in the end, I have found one of the other things to do is keep the 2 large lasers and throw in 3 small lasers. We're at 50 tons. Our heat is okay. It's at 1.7 or 1.07. But there we get the small lasers up front, which 3 of them, there's almost no ghost heat. And then the 2 large lasers. So I'm going to have multiple builds over the next little video. But we are going to talk about a few things with this guy. So one of the main things I've noticed about this guy, speed and low profile. So for example, right now we got a guy going at 81. If we could swap out this engine, which we could theoretically right now, with say the 325, or sorry, the 320 for example. So right now, if you look, I'm pointing on my computer screen. Our speed right now is 81, right? If we put in a 320 XL, we don't have the money for it, but look at that, 103 kph. 103 kph. 103 kph. Now if we threw our heat sinks in it, so right now we're running 103.6. Now, this will just show you how evil I'm thinking. Reset the guy. This is my evil thoughts here. First off, we go double heat sinks and standard structure. We keep the ferrofibrous. We put in that 325 XL engine. We put our medium lasers in this puppy. And if you look down here, I'm going to sneeze. I apologize. Sorry about that. So look right now. 105 is our speed. I don't have the money for it. I could if I would. Firepower is still 25. Our heat is 1.2. Now we do run the possibility of getting cored a lot easier with the XL, with the engine here and the engine here. But with that speed, we can definitely run in, hit, and run out. So now, if we also throw in our heat sinks, okay. Now we know. I don't know if you guys have noticed over the last little while, but missiles have been. They're coming back. There tons of missiles have been flying around the maps. I've noticed over the last couple of games, like nobody's business. Tons of missiles flying around. So having 4,000 rounds of AMS, definitely a good idea. I've been noticing myself that I've been getting my ass handed to me a few times here and there. Okay, we're going back to equipment here. We have 3 tons to play with. 2 tons left. Put a tonnage there and a ton there. So this is the other build idea I have. I don't have the money for it, but just take a look at this. 105 for the speed, 1.5 for heat management. So basically, 2 is where you shoot, you cannot overheat. It's impossible. you have more heat efficiency than you need. So basically, the way I work at it is for every 1.5 of heat, we have for every 1 point of heat we have the 1.5 available. Sorry, for every point of heat, there's only 0.1 left. So if we look, for example, at our medium laser here, the heat is 4. So if we fire one shot of medium laser, if I'm not mistaken, we're taking care of at least, I think it's 30. We're taking care of 66% of that heat being fired. So if we fire everything, yeah, there's the ghost heat. We shouldn't even get close to heating out on this guy. With that in mind, there's a possibility, right? So this is the main build I think I'm going to go with this guy once I have the money. But in the meantime, any battle that you see with me running this guy over the day even after this video here, there'll be 2 battles. It's probably just going to be the one with all medium lasers and the double heat sinks for now until I get the money. Money be the hard thing. Money be the hard thing. I haven't had any good days to do some grinding. I'll have a grinding video out probably on Saturday, where the point is just to make money. Just to make money. So yeah, so you're looking. One of the things I like, I have to admit now, about the newer web mech lab and all that stuff, is the fact that you can build the guy and not have to worry about the fact that once you hit that wall of money, it doesn't pop up and say I can't do it. I mean, the modules still don't work properly. You have to do the modules first and then do the units, or do the slots. But one thing I do have to say is this option down here. We're utilizing the majority of our slots. We have 1 slot left, which we haven't. The only thing I could think of is throwing in a Beagle active probe somewhere and dropping maybe a ton. Maybe drop 1 AMS, 1 heatsink, and throwing in a Beagle action probe right there, maybe. Still gives us half a ton, so we swap that it with half ton ammo. And okay, so let me get this right. Okay, so yeah, you know what? Beagle action probe will be good if we want to do if we want to build up a scouting variant of it. But it looks like what we have right now on it is good enough for the moment. I mean, we only have 1 slot that's not being utilized, so that's pretty good. Armor's all maxed out, so yeah, there you go. A couple different ideas. So overall, I have to admit, after playing with this guy a little bit and trying to figure him out, this is the build I've come up with. Please leave a comment below. Tell me what build you prefer on this guy. Overall, though, I have to admit he is quite the good little hit. The only problem is with the low sitting weapons. You have to. We'll go in here. We'll go to column. You'll notice that when we set up the majority of our medium lasers up, you'll notice that the one here, and these 2, all 4 of these are under the reticle. The reticle sits about here on this guy when you go to fire, for example. So if you want to stick your head up and shoot, what I advise you to do is this medium laser right here. Put it on a separate firing shot, separate firing. When we go to weapon groups here, okay, well, we'd have to save it when we do it. But if you want to put up this guy right here, put him on his own little weapon, on his own little weapon group. So do like 1, 2, and then 3 maybe for all these guys. Because this way you can stick your head up and just shoot this medium laser at people. And that way you don't have to worry. I do like the AMS though sticking up. It's actually pretty cute. Kind of looks like a rat though. But yeah, so one thing you might want to look at is, this guy right here. Put him on a different weapon group so that way you're able to shoot over obstacles and objects. Because whatever you can see, you can shoot with this laser. So there you go. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I have to admit, after playing with this guy a little bit, I do give this guy an 8 out of 10. There is lots of things you can do with it. The only problem is, obviously, there's no ECM, there's no mask. The modules, which I didn't get into, are the usual. 1, 2, and 1. You can unlock the other one a little later. Lots of different builds you can do with this guy. You can do a long-range sniper build. You can do a close-range brawling build. I went in for the medium-ranged, cleanup mech, as I like to call them, where it's lots of medium lasers and you go in and you just clean up. Still not as good as the Hunchback though for PC. Hunchback for PC with its what 3, 6, 7, 9 medium lasers that you can put on this thing on it. Still definitely the workhorse of medium mechs in my eyes, especially is the Hunchback. Since this guy has no missile capabilities, definitely got to do the anti-missile system. On the bright side, with the satellite dish up here, you do get Bell Satellite TV. And for Canadians, they'll get that joke. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Lots of battles coming up in the next little bit. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.